4th of August, Rabbi Levitt, Gemora.
From the oh, okay, we're in progress. Here comes Pharaoh. Okay. So that we're talking here about the kasha from the brisa onto Rav Nachman from the brisa of Meiser Sheni. The fruits are going to be the kedusha, the fruits of Meiser Sheni transferring onto the coinage, which is going to be brought up to Yerushalayim and spent in Yerushalayim on food over there. Even if they're coins from the kings that they're not totally invalidated, but they have to be used in the place where they are accepted. They're not accepted everywhere. And here, this Balabayas, Rashi says, he's on his way to Yerushalayim with these coins. So he's not really on his way to where these coins can be used, but nevertheless, it seems like it's a valid chilul. It works to transfer the kedusha onto the coins. It works. So that would seem to indicate that these coins are proper coins. They're, like Rashi said, kesef tzura. So even though he's really not on his way to go over there and spend the coins over there. So let's see what it is that Rav Nachman is going to answer to this. So Amarle Hacha b'may askinan, that's where we're up to now. Want to know where that is? Hacha b'may askinan is at the end of this brisa. Wow, where?
Just before that.
Oh, Amalei, yeah.
But the last Rashi we didn't do.
Oh, we didn't do the last Rashi. Okay.
Which is the Mechalelin.
Mechalelin, okay.
It looks like it's on the first one of the line is the Lahasam. It's right in the middle of the page.
Where are you talking about? We're still on 97B1.
No, B2, 97B2.
No, you're 97B1 still.
Hachabamayas Kishe Mal Chudios. Is that where we are?
Kishe'ein Mal Chudios, right. Okay, Kishe'ein Mal Chudios, right. Amalei. Starts with the word Amalei, 2 words before the Hachabamayas Kim. We did was the last Rashi we didn't do is the Mechalelin, that the money becomes whole.
No, actually, the money Mechalelin is referring to the
Meiser Sheni.
Yeah, the Meiser, the fruit, the kedusha of that is being transferred onto the coins.
Okay, so the Mechalelin. You see where I'm at the Rashi, Yalu?
No.
Do you see where the Bach is on the left side?
Yeah.
On the Gemora page? The line after the Bach ends, that's where the Mechalelin starts on the Rashi. Right at the end of the Bach, that's the Mechalelin line.
I see it.
Okay, so the Mechalelin says Afogav, the Leslay Orta, even though he has no way of going, L'chasam to there, Makom, Sheyitzim, the place where he goes out, Shahare Yerushalayim, Shrich Leilo, because he has to, in Yerushalayim, he needs to go to be, well, Siyam, for it to go out. The Kasha, Rav Nachman, this is a question to Rav Nachman, Oliba, the Shmuel, according to Shmuel, the Amaval Leisley Orcha Lamishan, that if there is no way to Mishan, no, he can't do it.
Right.
You know, he has to have a way to Mishan in order to do it. If he can't get to Mishan, that's not fair.
And it would seem to be, from what we're saying over here, that even if he could get to Meishan, but what we're seeing from the Brisa of Yerushalayim is he's not on his way to this other place. We're saying that he's on his way to Yerushalayim. He's the reason that he's doing what he's doing is in order that he'll be now take the coins, and with those coins, he's going to go up to Yerushalayim and spend the coins in Yerushalayim, and like that, he's going to fulfill his mitzvah of eating the Ma'aser Sheni in Yerushalayim. So even if he would be able to get to this other place where these coins are being used, are capable of being used, but he's not on his way there to that place. He's really on his way to Yerushalayim, and that's already and that is already enough for Rashi to say that it's not like that Rav Nachman would say that in that case Shmuel would agree that the coins are no good. That's what Rav Nachman is claiming that Shmuel would hold when he said Mistabra. That like that, if he's not on his way to spend those coins over there, so the coins cannot be called proper currency. But we see from the Brisa that they are called proper currency. He's the transfer of the kedusha does work, and now he can do what he needs to do. I mean, in Yerushalayim, they're going to say, we don't accept these coins. What are you doing with these coins over here? But I don't know. Practically speaking, we're not talking about that. We're talking about halachically speaking, which is not always practically speaking. We're saying that this guy is on his way to Yerushalayim. That's the plan. So what he's going to be doing with these coins over there, I don't know. He can't use them over there. He can only use them in this other place. But that's what Rashi says. Even though that's so, it's a good transfer of the kedusha. And if so, you see that the coins are valid. And so if so, it's just like they could be used to transfer kedusha for Ma'aser Sheni. They should also likewise be able to use to give to the lender over here that lent him this merchandise to be paid back at a later time. And even though the coins are not exchanged in the place where the lender made the loan, but he could give him, the borrower can give him these coins and say, go to Meishan and use these coins over there, even though you're not going over there. You're not on your way over there. Okay. So let's see what it is that he answers him back. And this is in my Gemora, it just says Aleph Lamed. It abbreviates the Amar Le to Almid Lamed. Oh, welcome, Roy. Oh, he's on the phone over there. Okay, no problem. So we call upon Alan to start the reading over here today of the Gemora. Amar Le Hakavamaya Skinan. You know where we are, Alan?
Amalei, Rav Nachman replies. 971.
Amalei Hakavamaya Skinan. Rav Nachman answered Rava, what's the case that the Bryce is dealing with?
It's 97b1, right-hand column, the last paragraph. Rav Nachman replies.
Rav Nachman replies. Amalei, he said to Rava, B'chor b'mai asa kinon, what are we dealing with here in this brisa? She'ein mala huyos maka pidos zo al zo, with a case where the monarchies are not particular. about one another and allow people in the countries to hold foreign currencies.
So the kings did not forbid whatever the people of their kingship to possess coins of a different king.
By the way, Israel had changed their policy on that. There was a period when you made Aliyah that they only had so many years that you were allowed to hold your foreign currency, and otherwise it would have been changed into shekels. And now you can hold foreign currencies, but there was a period where you had to get rid of your foreign countries, a period of 10 years to hold your foreign currency, and then you could only hold shekels in your Israeli banks.
Oh, you couldn't hold dollars in an Israeli bank.
You had to change your dollars over to shekels after so many years. Now you can hold it forever. You could have a dollar account. You couldn't have a dollar account before. You could only hold only so many years, then you had to change it.
Okay. I don't know who wants dollars today, but I guess if you have them, you have them. Change them quick before they go down any further. Okay, so we got to read the Rashis over here. Rashi has a little bit, seems to be a different, 1 second. Oh, maybe we don't have a Rashi yet, because Rashi has Ella ki Amar. That's further on in the Gemora. Okay, so what is this that Rab Nachman is answering back over here? What's the significance of the fact that the kings are not particular on people to hold foreign currency from a different king in their kingship? In other words, if that is so, that matbea from that foreign king is not would anybody take this foreign currency in the shuk? Are they going to take it? I mean, it's one thing to say that who cares that the king, in other words, what's the big deal that the king is not particular about holding the currency? The issue would seem to me would be, but can you use them? Will the store take that currency? That's the determining factor of whether this is valid currency. But that seems to be Reb Nachman's answer. We're saying, in spite of the fact that the king has said that, in other words, he has pasuled this matbea. In other words, like this: king number one, he's king over Medina number one, and somebody's holding coins from Medina number two. So, in truth, the king of Medina number one, he has invalidated the coin of number two. Well, what does that mean? You could obviously still use them in number two. He can't control that. The king in number two has his own country and his own coins, and they're in full usage over there. They don't care what king number one has to say about their currency. But that's the case of the machlokes between Rav and Shmuel in our Gemara over here. Actually, is such a type of currency? Is it valid currency in number one? So Rav Nachman is now saying, true, even though the king of number one invalidated the coins of number two, but since he still allowed the citizens of number one to hold coins of number two, since he has allowed that, so then so since they can legally keep them, and they could even put them in the bank. They can even have a bank account and have such coins in the bank account in country number one. So, but still, this person, he's not on his way to country number two, but it would seem like, according to what Reb Nachman is saying, that's already sufficient to say that Reb Nachman will say, in this case, the Shmuel will say it's valid currency. That's what he's saying. Now we got to go. Got to go to the next step, though. The Gemora is a bit suspicious of this answer, I believe, that Reb Nachman is saying. Let's see what the Gemora says over here. Look what the Gemora says over here. Ella. The Gemora's got a comment over here. Lou, would you like to read?
Ella. Ki Amar Shmuel b'shemalchuyos makpidos zo al zo. Then when Shmuel says where the monarchies are particular about one another, hechi matze mamte lahu. How is he able to bring money?
Hechi matze mamte lahu. How is he gonna?
If they are particular, he's stuck. He's got to get rid of that money. I don't get this.
Yeah, let's see. What we have to understand is, what does it mean in the Gemara when it says that when the kings are makpid one on the other? What does that entail? What does that mean in regard to the holding and the transferring of foreign currency in their country? Let's see, Rashi over here.
I have English that says the authorities will confiscate the money.
Okay, let's see what Rashi says over here.
From Rashi.
Yeah, no, if that is so, according to that, if that's what it means that they're makpid, and that's basically that makes a lot of sense that that's what it means, because we just got through saying that makpid over here means that you could have a bank account in Israel, let's say, for the sake of argument, with American dollars. But now, if according to what Shmuel is saying, if you cannot do that, and they don't allow you to have it, foreign currency, so then the question comes, so how practically speaking, how practically is it to say that the holder of that foreign currency can be on his way to go to that place and spend the foreign currency over there? And therefore, since he could do that, therefore we could say that it even constitutes valid currency here in our place. It doesn't make any. It's hard to accept that. I think that's what the Gemora's reservation over here is. Let's take a look at Rashi. Oh, Phil told us that he was going to need to have a phone call, possibly. So Luke, can please continue with the Rashi.
Elaki
Amar.
Okay, Elaki Amar. That was then when he says, when Shmuel says, Rav Nachman Aliba de Shmuel dechi lei dechi leislei orcha the mishan la. So Rav Nachman, what is Aliba?
According to
Shmuel, that when there is not, what is orcha?
a way.
A way to Meshan. There's no way that he can take it to Meshan.
Yeah.
Does that mean he's not going there, or does it mean something more than that?
Well, that's what we were talking about before. It seems like, according to the Bryce, it's already enough that he's not on his way over there, not that he's not able to get there.
So if he's going there anyway, if he's a regular traveler to Meshan, then the halach is different.
Yeah. In other words, without getting into the details of what this is, but we're just saying that he has a way to Meshan. He doesn't have a way to Meshan. Whether that means that he's planning on going there, whether it means that is he capable of going there, is he allowed to go, whatever it means. We're not gonna get into that. We're just gonna say that is what Rav Nachman said about wrote about Shmuel. That's Rav Nachman Aliba de Shmuel. Rav Nachman, according to what I understand, Shmuel means to say that you need to have a derech to Meshan. You need to have a way to Meshan. Then it's going to be valid currency that you're holding currency that could be spent in Meshan, even though it cannot be spent here where the loan was made. So that's what Rashi's saying over here. Ella. But Ki Amar Rav Nachman Aliba de Shmuel. When Rav Nachman said, according to Shmuel, that it's only going to be good currency, that rather when he's not gonna have a way to Meshan, so then then the currency will not be acceptable currency. It won't be good. It won't be good over here. If he doesn't have a derech to Meshan, so then it won't be good currency over here. That's the way Rav Nachman explained what Shmuel meant. So then we go to the next step. What about when the kings are yes makpid one on the other? That's what Rashi's going to speak about in this next Rashi. Kishem malchios makpidos, when the kings are particular on one another.
A bit bitmiya. It's a wonder. E hachi ki isle orcha. If so, when there is a way, the Meshan to Meshan, Hachi Matzi. Here we find Mamate Lav Ha Ki Benaki Lahu B'nei Medina Zu Umishchati Le Osan Shaos Mifasti Le. Okay, a lot of words I don't know here. If so, when there is a way to Meshan, here we find Memate, it's reduced.
Heichi Motzi, how will he be able, mimate lahu? How will he be able to get there with these coins? Even in the event that he's actually on his way to Meshan, and according to what we said, that'll make the currency valid currency. But if the kings are makpid on one another, how is he going to be able to hechi motzi mamate lahu? How's he going to be able to get the coins over there in order to spend them in that place where they are accepted? What's going to happen? What's going to happen when he gets to the border control over here?
They're going to seize the money.
Yeah. Ha ki bodke lahu b'nei Medina. When they're going to check him, right? They're going to say, everybody, open up your bags and put your carrying bag on the thing over here. We're gonna do the what do you call it? They got it, on the machine, and they can see everything inside the bag. B'nai Medina, the people of this the border patrol, and then they're going to pull you over and say, hey, you've got 2 ounces of water in this bottle over here. Take them to jail. Here they're not going to take them to jail. What are they going to do? Mishkachele, they're going to find the foreign currency in his bag. Osan Mos, that money, Mapsidele, they will cause a loss to him in regard to those coins, because they're going to confiscate them. So practically speaking, even though he may be on his way to Meshan, he's not going to be able to get there to spend the coins over there. In the event that the kings are makpid on one another and they don't allow to hold on to foreign currency in their country. So it's like, who cares whether you're on your way there, you're not on your way there. The king's going to prevent you from getting there with the coins. So if so, that doesn't sound like valid currency. You can't really spend it over there because you're here and you can't get there to spend it over there. So that doesn't sound like valid currency. So what does the Gemora answer? Look at what the Gemora answers. Who wants to read the Gemora's answer? Roy.
Demeti la al yaday hada hak. Shmuel refers to where the lender can bring the money there with difficulty. Delay B'chashi, that is, refers to where the authorities do not actively search in their lands for holders of foreign currency. Ve'i mashbiche kapidi, but if they do find someone in possession of foreign currencies, they are particular and they confiscate it.
So you're walking out of the airport, and they got these guys sitting there, on the side or whatever, and they're, talking to one another and looking on their cell phones, and you just keep going by with your suitcases and everything, and you hope that they don't say anything to you. So you'll if they don't say anything to you, then you got it. If they say, 1 second, sir, stop over here, and they may not even look in your bags. They might just ask you, are you holding any foreign currency? What are you going to say then? Well, whatever. We're not going to put you on the spot to say what is it you would say in such a situation. But what the Gemora just says that there is a way that he could get to Meishan to be able to spend the coins over there. It's not necessarily a sure thing, but it is possible, and that's going to be good enough according to Reb Nachman.
There is a sign at when you pick up by the baggage carousel telling you the rules, which you're really supposed to know. Because of money laundering, you're not allowed to bring in more than $10,000. It says that if you have more than that, you have to report it to the authorities. So there is an official amount that you are allowed to bring in foreign currencies to Israel before being stopped by the guys and confiscating the money because you tried to bring in suitcases full of cash. So there really is such a thing going on here about that.
Why not just do a wire transfer? Why would anybody want to take so much money on his person,
because that's why it's called money laundering. The theory is it's money that shouldn't have been, who knows what source it came from. Somebody else.
I see.
It's the black market. Somebody gave you cash under the table.
Right.
You're bringing it in. It's not your account to your account. And even your account to your account, now there's certain amounts you can only wire transfer without filling out forms. What's the reason, who you're allowed, and stuff like that.
Okay, so this is under the table money. So you don't want it to go from a public bank account in America to a public bank account in Israel, because everybody that wants to know is going to find out about that, because they have access to all such bank transfers. They know exactly what you do. Okay, so that's the only eitzah, to bring in the money on your person. Right. Got it. Okay. Oh, so we have a long Rashi over here. Delo b'chashoy. Who wants to read Delo b'chashoy? Phil. Oh, we got 2 more minutes.
I got to unmute. We'll see how far we get. I don't know. Which one are we up to? The Mishnah, the Lo B'Chashai?
Yeah.
That he's bringing in secretly? He's actually, I don't know why they would translate it. He's bringing it in like where they don't, so, that they don't suspect them, he's not suspected of bringing it in. Chain machvid kocha, that they're not so particular about it. So you boking that they check. Machfishin, and they search al devar zeh on this matter. They check and search this matter. The ishkachi kapide, and if the clerks do find it, hilchach there islay laorta. It is for him to come. Shenitz drich lelek, that he needs to go where he needs to go. Sham there. Yikablam, it's accepted. Will be accepted. The eight said will go out l'shem b'schora in the name of business, like a business deal. There it is. Oh, it's my woman. The ilav, and if not, a whale, and since he goes, ein yachol lehiro tam, and they can't, they don't see it, the con with this, the farhesia, they don't see it publicly. It's hidden in his luggage. The B'nai Meshan, the people in Meshan are being, that bring it there. Khan Imran said if he wants, lo yikebel, maybe they won't accept it.
Okay,
Okay.
very interesting.
Take care. Shabbat shalom. I will be here or not be here come Monday. We'll see. Sunday, we'll see what's up. Actually, not having Sunday because it's Tisha B'Av, so we can't do that. So we'll have to be back to Monday.
Okay, very good.
I'll figure out if I'm going to be here or not this week or
That's
next
luck,
week.
Phil. Hope everything works out with you.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks. I'll
Hashem.
see. Okay. Okay.
Okay,
Take care.
bye.
Thanks.
Bye, everybody.
Shabbat shalom.
Bye-bye. Have a good day.
Bye.
Lou, I guess there's nothing today, right?
No, we're meeting today.
You are, okay.
Yeah, I think next week we're not meeting. I got to clarify that. But today he said we are meeting.
All right, okay. See you at 4.
Okay.